Hello, so today we are going to do this problem, which is part of Leetcode daily challenge, add to array form of integer. So the problem says we get a number in the form of an array. So for example, 1321 in this format. So each digit separately in a list. And we get an integer k, and we want to sum the two together. But once we sum them, we want to return that as a list, right? And so for example, here it's 1000 to 1200 plus 34, that's 1234, and the format in a list is like this. Okay, so that's what the problem asks us to do. Now how can we accomplish this? Well, the easiest thing to do is just convert this to an integer in a format like this, and then add them together and then convert it back to a list, right? Convert the number to a string. We convert that string to an integer. We add k, and then we convert that back to a string, and then we convert the string to a list, right? So actually a better way to do that, or at least more clever solution, I think, is, let's say we have, so for example, in the first example, we have like this is the list of numbers, and the number is 34. So what we can do is actually, why not just add this number to the first digit, right? So that would be 34. And then, but you can't add just 34 here, because then you would have something like this, and that would be like this. We can't do that. But what do we usually do when we add two numbers? We usually place the least significant digit, like 4 here, and then carry over the 3 to the next digit, right? So what that means in this case here is what we can do instead. So we add first 0 plus 34, that's 34, and we keep a carry. So our carry is going to be this digit, 3, and then the least significant one is going to be added here, right? Okay, and then what happens next is we want to just add this 0. Well, we need to place the carry. So now the carry is, we place the carry, and now we are done for that, right? And even if let's try to apply to the other example, which is a little bit more complex. So it's nums is equal to 274, and then k is equal to 181. Okay, so this is k actually. So what we can do is just sum 181 and 4. That will give us 185. So we place the least significant digit, which is 5. And then we carry over 18. So the carry is 18. And now 7 plus 18, that gives us 25. And so we place 5. So we keep repeating the same thing. So we place 5, and our carry is the remaining digit, so 2. And then 2 plus 2, 4. So we can just plus 4. Right, and that would be our solution is 400, and that matches the second example, which is 455. So the question becomes, how do we do this calculation that we just saw in this overview? Well, we know that the first thing we need to do is the carry needs to be initialized to k, so that we add it to the first number, so that we do the same pattern, because on each digit we add the carry. So that's the first thing. So we initialize our carry to k. The second thing is that each time we want to get the number at I, adding the carry, right? Initially it's going to be k. For the next digit, it's going to be what remained from adding that digit and carry. And so let's call this x. So what do we need to place in num I? Well, we said it's just the least significant digit, so it's going to be just x. To get the least significant digit, we just do mod 10, right? So for example, 34, if you do mod 10, you get 4. And then after that, when it's just the carry is 3, you do mod 10 again, you get 3, right? And now what should be the carry? Well, the carry is just going to be the most significant digit. So for 34, it needs to be 3. So how do we get that? Well, we just divide by 10, right? So we just 34 divided by 10. In Python, we'll need to do this so that it can round down. And so here it's going to be x divided by 10. Right, and we do this basically for every number, and that's it. And at the end, we just need to return. Whatever. Let's say, for example, if there was a carry remaining, let's say maybe with 12, let's say we added and we have 12 in num after adding, but we still have a carry maybe of 5, right? If we still have a carry of 5, we need to add it, right? In some cases, maybe we have a carry of more than 5. Maybe we have a carry of 25, right? So we need to add that here. So at the end, what we are going to return then is just going to be the numbers that we updated here. So that's going to be just plus number, but we also need to add the carry. So we need to convert it to a list. So we just say int of C for C in carry, in whatever is remaining from the carry value, right? And then we add the num, and that's it. This is what we need to return. And this is only, we need to do this only if carry is bigger than 0, right? If carry is equal to 0, then we can just return num. We don't need to do anything else, right? So that's pretty much it. And so just to summarize the approach here, what we are doing is just actually just using a carry to do the add for us. So from the first digit, we add the entire k as our carry. We add it to the digit. We keep whatever is remaining for the next digit. We add it. We keep whatever is remaining in the next digit. We add it. And if we finish the addition and we still have a carry, then we just add it. So exactly what we do with just normal addition. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Now let's implement it. Okay, so let's implement the solution. So we said initially we need carry to be equal to k. And then we need to go through the numbers in reverse order. That's what we did in the overview, right? So from right to left. And then what we need to do is just, we have our x, right? Is going to be I plus the carry. Initially the carry is k, so that means we add the entire value k to the first digit, but we only take for that first digit, we only update it to be modulo 10, right? Because we only want the least significant digit here, but we want carry to keep for the next digit the remaining, and so that's just divided by 10. And now at the end, if carry is bigger than 0, so there is something remaining, then we want to return that carry, so the list for the digits of that carry, so in str of carry, right, plus the list for the number. Otherwise, we will just return the number itself, because there is no carry, right? And so that should be it. Let's run this. Let's submit. And that passes our test cases. Now, in terms of time complexity, we have this loop, which is O of n time, right? And then this is also just addition, so of two lists, so at most O of n. So we have O of n time here. And in terms of space, we are only using this variable here and maybe this extra list, which is just O of k. So yeah, you could say O of k, but it's roughly more leaning toward O of 1. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this problem. Please like and subscribe, and see you on the next one. Bye.